back. Alrighty. Let's just get to it. Let's just get to it. Let's just get to it today. We're gonna sneak around a little bit, see if we can discover what's going on. Alright, so where we left off, I think we needed to go. Let's just check our quests. Let's make it easy. Initiate the residential Cyberdog guard test at the X8 test terminal. Okay. Well, let's do this one first, I guess. Interesting. Okay, what's in this footlocker? We got some rounds here. Empty sunset stand for real bomb. Filing cabinets. Oh, it's all the same. Toolbox. Am I lagging right now? What am I lagging for? Alrighty. Let's get back here.
Ready, steady, fighty.
I thought this was a CD for a second. Alright.
Please step into the open and identify yourself.
Wasn't that shut down for some reason?
Cessation of hostilities complete.
Justice will be administered.
This one looks pretty tough.
This is a lawful use of deadly force. Please direct complaints to your local law enforcement authorities.
I don't know why I'm reloading every 2 shots. It's not a double barrel shotgun.
Cessation of hostilities complete.
What else we got here? Bottle cap, fission battery. Okay, take some of these guys.
Sneaking done. Fighting now.
Experiments I'd done on him back at Higgs.
I can't believe I just missed that.
You're about to have your favorite treat. A visitor. Won't that be nice? Keep the visitor, boy. Don't.
Look at that. Blew the whole freaking front part out. Alright. Dodging your boy. Give me them energy cells. Okay. I mean, I wasn't supposed to sneak through this. Like, you're not serious. Ooh. Y'all like that? Finally, this thing actually does work, bro. Bro, can you stop talking on the freaking monitor? I'm trying to make commentary for my video. Alright, workbench, metal box. I honestly don't.
Cessation of hostilities complete.
I just looted that. What's in here? Ashtray. So that's an exit. It's telling me to go this way. So I guess that's what we'll do. Alright. Please don't be a bunch of mobs in here. Wasn't I already here? I think I was. So, oh. So I am supposed to use this. Okay. Enter this.
Klein wants it, all right, boy? Let the intruder dig it up wherever you buried
Search
it.
gives digging spots. Okay. So open this for that. Okay. Oh. Okay, so the sonic emitter apparently does stuff. That's interesting.
So, you recovered the sonic emitter schematic. Was it the threat with
Wow, was it that easy?
Time to fight.
Get these Robo-Scorpions that are just like so obnoxious.
Means an exceedingly imprecise countdown to critical failure in...
I ain't dealing with all of that. Oh, what was that? Let's keep going on sneak. Even though it really doesn't seem to do much.
Prepare to be attacked by Dr. Mobius.
Dr. Mobius.
If you think braving the cyber dogs of X8 makes you brave intruder, it is no use. All cyber dogs are under my command, and they will fight you.
To the dome!
What terrors does Big Mountain hold for the intrepid seeker? Really? Does anyone know? I'm at a loss.
Getting out of here. It looks like the lobotomites. Oh, they're fighting the scorpions! Yo, let's go! Let's get out of here, let's get out of here, let's get out of here. Why are you guys focusing me, bro? You gotta deal with all those scorpions, man. You guys will never get void armor if you don't do pest control, okay? Alright, let's go ahead and move up here. Go this way. Wow. It's pretty loud. I'm gonna be hearing that all the way over here.
Are we being watched?
I don't know, actually. Oh, shoot. I just get to go back. Wait, don't tell me that was it.
Bad guys dealt with.
Yeah, no thanks to you, dude. They started fighting each other, what? Yo, this chick thinks she's so useful, bro. I mean, maybe she is, I just don't. Maybe I'm too dumb to realize how to actually play this game. Okay, so just go back here. Saw, dude.
Did you retrieve the technologies yet?
Speech. You seem knowledgeable in your field stuff. There's much you can share with me. Let's get the XP.
Why, yes. We are filled with the knowledge you speak of. If you wish to know more, simply ask the others. They can help you.
Gotcha. Alrighty. So let's try to figure all this out. Who's Dr. Mobius?
Dr. Mobius was not the horrifying creature you saw up on the screen, twisted by science. He was once one of us. A friend.
Okay.
He researched in directions contrary to the think tank. Brains, 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 always about the brains. So we exiled him. He says he left of his own volition, but that was to save him the embarrassment. Now he sends his intelligence-consuming scorpions from the Forbidden Zone to plunder the secrets of Big Mountain. He is a menace.
Got it. Drain intelligence from living... Let me use the science one.
Dr. O is certain of his findings, and no one else in the think tank is willing to test the results. Loss of brainial power. Terrifying. O has said on many occasions his inability to comprehend Mobius's robo-schematics is because of repeated robo-scorpion stings.
Interesting. Okay. What is this place?
This is the think tank.
Okay. That I do know about. Alright. That's all for now. Goodbye. Okay, so I need to go talk to some other people apparently before I let them know that we're moving on. Right? So let's go ahead and turn that on. Okay.
The lobotomite animal before me. What other terrifying terrors will plague us in our quest for knowledge? Communists? Communist animals, perhaps? Be warned. Attempt to propaganda me. I will shriek as a frightened babe, calling loyal cyber dogs to my aid. Do you comprehend, commie animal?
Bro just calls me a commie. He's crazy. Okay. I just had some questions.
Just as I feared.
Okay. Never mind.
Until...
Alright. So, what am I supposed to be doing? Am I like really like? Am I just talking to these guys just to like introduce myself, or?
You are an unusual specimen to so boldly walk into the mighty expanse of the think tank, fearless and proud as a teddy bear. Between
What?
the extraction of their higher reasoning abilities and urination-inducing fear, most lobotomites dare not approach us, let alone speak to us.
Right.
Yet you have no such fear. Facing me, epidermis flushed with blood, plasma running molten beneath, your
Alright.
face contorting with muscular expression. Will you indulge me? Say a few words. Face towards the monitors, please, so that I might record it for further examination.
The quick scribe jumped over the lazy paladin. There you go.
Yes, yes, go on. Seeing your lips and mouth forming words, both revolting and somehow... How does it feel to have the flesh
Okay.
roll around in your mouth?
You've spoken.
Until our next...
Yeah, whatever. Excuse me? Dr.
Breaking news! Talking lobotomite arrives in think tank. Its purpose, unknown. Undefinable. Its presence here, impossible.
Impossible. Okay. You're a doctor.
Oh? Oh, yes. I'm not going to bother correcting you. At least you got the doctor part correct. I can be grateful for that, at least. Stop the presses! Just in from my eye monitors. Is that Robco tech on your arm? It is! What's your agenda bringing that in here?
What, my Pip-Boy? Some problem with Robco, let's see.
How dare you bring Robco tech in here? What are you showing off? How great Robert House and his big company are? Ooh, we can make Securitrons better than any robot those geniuses at Big Mountain can make. And they'll last 1,000 years. You're lucky I don't have hands to tear that dip boy off your arm, or feet to stomp on its stupid metal guts. Ugh. Damn Robco.
Right. Alright, I think we've spoken long enough.
Until our next scheduled audio transmission.
Right. Okay. So I spoke with everyone, right? Dr. 8. Is that not this guy? Oh. Where are we going now? Okay. So what was that for? Alright. Coming out of her shell. Should we do this little side quest? Let's do this little side quest and see how that works. Alright.
And you return as curious as a teddy bear.
Not exactly. There's questions.
How randomized? Ask your...
What can you tell me about the Big Empty?
The Big Empty? Now that's not a proper title for this research facility. You sound like previous test subjects that came here. This mountain, now crater, encompasses the sum total of knowledge of humankind. It is Big Mountain, where all questions can be answered.
Okay.
You'll see. No matter what your questions, Big Mountain will provide the answers, as it has done for so many before you.
Right. Previous test subjects?
Oh yes, we've had other subjects visit. It's why we had to calibrate the pacification field and warm up our brainial beams and vivisectors. Only a short time ago, we had 3-1 subjects arrive, and they ruined several experiments, and even injured 2 of our staff. It is a shame their brains left with them. With you, however, we have taken precautions to ensure that problem won't repeat itself. We've conditioned you so you can't speak of this place, discuss our secrets, or attempt to use force against us in any way. Isn't that nice?
Other questions.
Perhaps you...
Why did you remove my brain?
Oh, removing it is a simple procedure. Well, except the complications it can cause to the heart and spine.
Yeah, right.
But once the heart and spine are gone, no trouble at all. Clamp the subject down. One laser incision around the skull. Crack, snip, done.
Okay, but why?
The brain is finally free of the skin envelope, which is then kept automated for cleanup duties around Big Mountain. Lobotomites. With you, however, something is definitely wrong. We've never had a lobotomite who kept speaking after being forcibly lobotomized. I am relieved the pacification field is working. If it didn't, I would broadcast some concern to my colleagues about safety protocols.
How am I still talking about?
That is a good question. My theory is that the Tesla coils in your brain pan are still connected to your brain somehow.
Got it.
It really could be anywhere. Brains are a lot smarter than most researchers give them credit for. We still have your spine and heart. If you were to somehow find your brain, wherever it sloped off to, you could humanically reduce yourself again.
Okay. Who are you? What do you
Why, my little bear of teddiness. I am Dr. Dalla, first head chief researcher of mineralogy and medicinal sciences. I have 211 doctorates in both applied sciences and techniques to apply those sciences. I also possess a degree in curiosity and advanced curiosity. That is merely schooling, however. When possible, I prefer fieldwork and observation to holotape eidetics. It has proven useful, especially now. I have become the expert on humanology and lobotomite behavior here at Big Mountain. My research doesn't descend into formography. It is only science.
What is formography?
It's excessive examination of the human form to achieve psychological arousal. Disgusting.
Okay.
I would never succumb to such base appetites. Distractions.
Right.
Filthy, filthy distractions.
Lots of titles.
What is a name without a title or suffix for the sake of hierarchy? It is a long-standing quantification of personality and importance. We could not do without it. Surely you must be aware of the gravity of such attached appellations, just as surely as you must have a title.
I'm sometimes called a courier.
Oh, a mailman.
Courier.
A delivery man. Someone who takes parcels from place to place using their primitive feet or similar conveyance.
Don't you call
You
me
are the
primitive?
second one
Where's
I've met
energy
in recent
levels?
times. Very different specimens.
There's another courier? What?
Of course. You must have met others in your travels. This one had met other couriers too, although it sounded as if he hadn't met the correct one. He asked us all many questions, and then he asked a most perplexing one. We had to segment the event out of our memories for safety.
What was the question?
I do not know, nor should we try to access it. Perhaps Klein has the logs. My evaluation would be to let your own curiosity go. I do not think that Klein remembers the conversation as being satisfactory.
Yeah. You seem to be looking at me a lot. He came in one. Is he talking about Ben? Is she talking about Benny? Can you tell him I feel strange in here?
It is the pacification field emitter.
I mean, okay. Is there any way to shut it off?
Why would you want such a thing? You might surrender to your hormones and commit primal aggression on me, on us, again and again. Then I would have to return the favor, activating my vivisectors and gently lobotomizing you from behind. Not something I would relish doing.
Right.
No, the only way to circumvent the field is to have a brain. And we extracted that like we do all lobotomites here.
Is that right? Other questions.
An interrogation. How
Not
fascinating.
interrogation.
Please begin.
Okay.
Your primitive eyes deceive you. No, there are no needs contained within my soft gel. Much like the soft gel of your eyes. No, nothing here.
Right. Can you tell me about
Dr. Mobius.
Yeah. Understand.
It'll all become clear. If not, at least we will have the technology here at the When we have all the technology, all the answers, we can share it with the world, piece by piece. All will be in order, and all will be like Big Mountain.
Got it. You've spoken enough. Alright, well, I couldn't get to the bottom of her fascination.
And you
Am I supposed to
return.
be looping gesture?
Looping, yes. It is a scientific fact that hormones drive a percentage of lobotomites into recursive behavior patterns. We haven't researched this, as my colleagues care little about the behavior patterns of lobotomites once their brains are removed.
Okay.
It is why so many are littered around the facility, like skinvelopes, discarded.
Okay. What recursive?
It varies according to the number and density of lobotomites that have infected an area.
Okay.
In 43% of observed cases, true lobotomites left alone will fight for dominance or inject bodily fluids into each other's orifices. Unsanitary. I have tried to observe more cases, but subjects seem unwilling to release bodily fluids in my presence.
Okay, I don't think I want to even know what your fascination is. Alright. What's in here? Nothing? Okay. Well. Keeps telling me to come back here and talk to her.
And you return.
But there's nothing else for me to go over, so I don't know, maybe I failed it. Alright, I guess we'll just move on here. Yeah, let's just move on. I don't know if this is the end though. Let's see about this. Let's see about this.
Did you retrieve the technology?
Okay, I heard when your previous video visitors came.
Oh, yes, the last visitor. Well, the one just before you. Had an interesting name from some language that's almost impossible to speak.
Why do they keep saying
What
impossible?
did we speak about? Melancholy fellow. Had questions about history, but our conversation got interrupted. Twice, I believe. Once when the trains got derailed, and then a second time. Oddly enough, now that I'm accessing my databanks, I don't recall what the second time was. Mobius's incessant transmissions keep distracting me. Also, we didn't brain scrub the visitor. He may have left with some knowledge he shouldn't have. I believe, maybe. Oh well, I'm sure it's of no consequence. I don't make many mistakes in calculation or perception, so probability favors me.
Right. Okay. Got some good XP for that, I guess. Alright, well, let's just move on with it. I've recovered all the technological information.
What? You did? Your survival, let alone success, barely registered in my projections. Now, all I need to do is check my transmission databank. Mobius is always filling it up with his psychotic calls.
Okay.
Oh yes, there's the schematics, just like you said. How truthful.
Do the technologies have information?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay. Yes, what?
No. I mean, yes. You just need to analyze these technologies for a moment. They are extremely advanced, you know?
What is going on here? Dude, he doesn't know? He doesn't know what he is. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna advance my boot into your voice module if I don't. Why did you have me get them if you don't know how they would help?
I know how these technologies work. Of course I know. If you remember, we described them in clearly abstract, contradictory statements before. Why would we do that if we weren't certain on how to use them? Yes. So let me... a bit. I'll figure it out.
Oh, dude. I don't have any of this. These devices all seem very scientific. I need 65 science just to make an observation. The antenna looks like it could break things beyond repair. Maybe I could break it. Maybe it could break one. Lockpick 75. Maybe the frequency on the sonic emitter, sonic key of sorts. Like an electronic lockpick. With the suit's dampening abilities allow me to sneak into the forbidden zone. Let's do this.
Its range is limited, and it would need a booster of some sort, a carrier, but... let me check something. Of course! I have it. The override sequence to open the Forbidden Zone door is hidden in the schematics.
Okay.
Well, not hidden. It's actually right there, behind the programming equivalent of coffee stains. It's embedded in what seems to be recursive code. It's badly commented there and there. Oh, and null pointers very sloppy, Mobius. You see, using the antenna to boost the emitter's sonic frequency, and the stealth suit to bypass the Forbidden Zone lock, yes, that could work. Was that my plan? It must have been. Sometimes I truly surprise myself. The door is open, and now Mobius will get his.
Okay. Alright. That's actually the conclusion. Drawn. So I go after him then.
The door should be unsealed. Now, instead of being subjected to threats, we can now send an equally threatening message to Mobius. And that message is science. Deliver this message, and Big Mountain shall be freed from Mobius's reign of terror.
Got it.
You can go now. That's your cue.
Right. Tell me why I had more fun talking to the toaster than anybody in here. Alright. Let's go. Wait a second. So can I... hold on. Oh, I didn't do it. Whatever. Maybe we can get by with just the regular one.
Uh-oh.
I can't... I don't really have anything that can help me here. This is
No
brutal.
more stim packs.
Let's see if I can strafe maybe. Whew. What's up? What's up?
We're out of stim packs.
There's something in X12 that I
Better
can...
off with an autodoc suit.
Yeah. These are all empty.
I can't give you anything for that injury.
I have nothing to
I
heal
can't
with.
give you anything for that injury.
What do I do? Let me see. Where am I going? How far is it? World map. Okay, it's over here. Can I fast travel?
I can't give you
course it's
anything
that
for
way,
that
too.
injury.
I have to go in here. Is it in here or is it? It's the dome.
I can't give you anything for that
Can you
injury.
stop? Why do you? Oh my gosh, there's a gazillion of them. I'm not gonna live. I'm gonna die.
No more stim packs.
I'm literally gonna die. Let's load. Hold on a second. Okay, so let's do this. I'm gonna go here, and then I'll have to use my final stealth boy because I don't have any. I don't have anything. Well, hopefully I don't need it. And then let's do one of these, one of these. And stealth boy.
Bad guys dealt with.
And they still see. So it doesn't do
Uh-oh.
Minion, Arresting them in the name of... Attention visitors.
Wait, hold on. Hold on.
The X-42 giant...
That's all.
How am I stuck?
Awaken my pet. Initiate your search.
I didn't look around or stim pack right away. Ground control. Hostile communist forces, largely ineffective in this stage. Okay. Activate target drones.
It looks like the target drones got activated and... Oh, how cute. They're engaging the X-42 giant Robo-Scorpion. You can't avoid the deadly laser sting of Dr. Mobius.
I don't have anything that can actually fight the thing, other than the hull rifle. Okay, let me see if I can use the hull rifle to actually take this thing.
Sneaking done. Fighting now.
Crush them with your pincers.
Maybe I'm supposed to be down there, and I can smack it with the antenna while it's focused on the other things. I just don't know if that'll work.
Cessation of hostilities complete.
Message indicating my desire to commit violence on you.
Time to fight.
Okay.
Crush them with your pincers.
Who do you think is cuter? Dr. Klein or Dr.
Stop
Glass?
talking,
In the
lady.
name of Mobius.
It's really not taking much damage. Critical strike. Come on, alright.
42, attack. In the name
It's the legs. It's the legs. I found it out.
Fighting over.
you can't avoid the deadly lasers.
Come on.
Ready?
Let's go! I just cheesed it. Bro's dead.
Cessation of hostilities complete.
Oh my gosh. Okay, don't know what that is. Are we taking it? Wait, why did I pick that up? Apparel, aid. Oh. No. Misk. Alright, fission. F? Fission. I have a bunch of these, I don't need these. Energy cell, take that. Sensor module. I don't know what this is. Okay. Okay. Maybe I'm over encumbered. I'm chilling. Alright, so maybe I can save from here. Okay. We're good, and we didn't get addicted. So now, let's go ahead and look at the weapons here. We got that. Where the heck is it? Wait, what? What was that thing I picked up from? Did I not? Wait, what? Wasn't there something that I picked up? I could have swore I got a weapon from it. Oh, here it is. The K. No, wait, what? The layer. That's what it is. It's a layer thing. Weapons. Laer. Alright. Hopefully this thing does damage, because boy, do I need that. My hollow rifle is cooked. Alright. I feel like I'm missing out on so much of this DLC. Like I'm just skipping through stuff, I feel like. Okay, hammer. We got any more stim packs or rounds in here? tracker. The weight rounds, cells. More of this stuff. Alright. Loading up on ammo right now. Let's do this. Also, I'm not healing. Aid. I got a stim pack. Let's use these. And then use the Psycho. And a new. My sneak is just like OP as heck, apparently.
Time to fight.
Got him. What's up? Please tell me. Oh, there's a stealth boy on him. Okay. So it's 6 psychos on him. Okay. Let me surrender. Nope. Let me.
Well, well, look who finally dragged themselves in out of the wasteland. And where have we been? Crawling through pits of radioactive muck again?
Wait, what? Are you in my brain?
Ah, lovely. Figured that out, have we? Would you like a cookie?
Interesting. Oh man. There's no need to be sarcastic, me remember it.
Yes, well, believe me, the opposite is equally true. Good Lord,
does it sound
have
like
you
Stewie?
bathed at all since they pulled me out of you?
I just told him to not be sarcastic, and I'm gonna be responding. I've been busy.
Oh yes, I rather expect you have. You must have been swamped, you poor dear. Why don't you relax and put your feet up? I've just been traumatically scooped out of my body and plugged into this jar. That's all. But you've been busy.
Listen, remember.
Oh, had I? What exactly will you do if I don't? Not put me back in that cranial dungeon you call your head? Heavens forbid.
Once you're in my head, I'll watch lots of television.
You wouldn't. That's inhuman.
It's inhuman to watch television. Don't tempt me. I wouldn't. I'll follow it up with an alcohol and ant nectar cocktail every night. Maybe not, but I got your attention, didn't I?
I suppose it did. Bravo. You managed to intimidate the brain in a jar.
Yeah, right. Don't you want to be reunited? I thought you were happy to get back in my head.
I'm not going to lie to you. The prospect is definitely not that appealing.
Right.
Look at it from my perspective. Here I have peace, quiet, and safety. Well, barring the odd rogue scorpion. In your head, I've got poison, radiation, grisly injuries, and biological functions. Do you know how much more you can get done when you're not constantly looking for places to urinate?
It's true.
Quite a lot, I can tell you.
It's true. What about the good things? The cool breeze on your cheek, the smell of food, love. I can see your point. What can I do to make this a fair compromise? Too bad I've got arms and you don't. You're coming with me.
Overrated biological feedback. Believe me, you only feel that way because you've got all that
man.
meat. Oozing hormones.
Yeah, right. Isn't it just true that you only feel this way because you're lacking these hormones? Speech for the win.
I suppose you're right. That does call certain assumptions into question, doesn't it?
So we're at an impasse. You can't feel what I feel and I can't think the way you think.
Indeed. Quite the conundrum. How do you suppose we resolve it?
I think we have to trust each other and acknowledge that we aren't complete if we're separated. Well, maybe we could keep going on like this. What do you think? I don't know. I have to think about this one. We have to trust
I
each other.
suppose there might be some advantage to that, yes. There's a chance that the reintegration would create some improved synergy between us.
Yeah, you think? So what do you say, bringing? Maybe I've been a little bit. If you want to stay here, I'll let you.
Well, I suppose you've convinced me well enough. I'll rejoin your body if that's your final decision. Unfortunately, before we get to that stage of the proceedings, we have a problem. Even if I could settle myself back in your skull and reconnect all those pesky nerve endings, Dr. Mobius doesn't have the tools here. We would have to make use of Dr. Klein's lab, and I rather doubt the brains are inclined to share.
They promised they'd put it back together once I get with them.
And you believe them? Really? I know you were recently deprived of my fabulous advice, but...
Fair?
Really? Once I'm delivered into their clutches, they'll find a way past the radar fence and the whole Mojave will be their playground. And that is assuming, of course, that one of them doesn't take a fancy to our body and decide to slip his own brain into it instead. Well, I suppose I do miss those endorphin rushes when we save the day.
Yes, sir.
All right. What's the plan?
If the think tank won't, we'll make them. Let's go. I'll handle the brains. You stay here. You'll be more useful outside my head. There you go.
Right. Look out, think tank. This brain is coming out of its... I suppose now that we're reunited, you'll want to fill your torso up with those other meaty parts the think tank took from us. Personally, I think your upgrades are quite a bit better. But now that I'm with you, the Sync's autodock can plug them back in no problem. Right then, off we go. Klein will be in for a nasty shock when he realizes the pacification field won't work on a mind and body reunited.
Please let me live. Optional use synced on to retrieve my original heart and spine. I mean, are there benefits to me not doing that? I feel like there kind of wouldn't be, you know? Let's head on back here. Can I even get up this way? I don't even think I can. Yeah, no, because what would it be that easy? Alright. Go this way. I definitely did not need to use my stealth boy there. Alright.
Was that all?
Yes, that was it. So now, let's go back. Alright. So now, let's go ahead and save here. Go here. And then we're going to sync
You
dock.
require some...
I'd like to engage in your services. Basic physical. Should I keep my augmentations? I feel like I should.
You require some...
I'd like to engage in your services. Swap body parts. Reattach my spine. Okay.
You
Becoming
require some
human
addition-
again. Engage in your services. Swap body parts. Heart back in the chest. So you're a less resistant to poison, and robots are only somewhat confused by you. 25% like. But on the bright side, healing items, crimes, are twice effective. Okay, got it. So that's why my stims and stuff weren't doing anything. Alright. So let's go ahead and save this again. Let's see how this works. Alright. I mean, I don't have any other healing. Oh. Supposed to talk to him?
The lobotomite returns. Our lobotomite. Has Dr. Mobius been denominated into scrap metal and voice module parts, as we hoped? I recommend watching your tone with me,
I
lobotomite.
didn't realize that these were
Now,
bad guys.
your brain. Hand it over.
There are things that we should discuss.
And what could we possibly have to speak about? You have the brain, we have the technology. All you must do is surrender. With it, we can finally leave this place. I cannot tell you how boring this place gets, chopping up the landscape and everything in it. And we have so many questions to ask your brain first. About this Mojave place. A fertile testing ground for our
You think I'm a lobotomite? No, my skull houses the brain of Mobius. Let's just do it.
That is the most insane thing I've ever heard. There's no way Mobius would condescend to step inside you. Besides, there's no way such a thing could be accomplished. It's impossible.
That would be pretty funny. I think capacity for your lobotomy.
Colleagues, think tank!
This one looks pretty tough. We're out of stim packs. Maybe you'd be better off with an Autodoc suit. We're out of stim packs. Maybe you'd be better off with an Autodoc suit.
Do I have anything? I have this. HP. Turbo. I don't know what turbo is. Weapon spread reduce. Throw that away. Isn't there a gun thing? Vodka, turbo. Try this again, I guess.
I can't give you anything for that injury.
No!
Such pain!
Okay. Alright. GG.
Has ever been as unnoticed as me. Bad guys dealt with.
Okay. Energy cell, this. Oh. Sneaks up there. Lockpick's up there. I'm just gonna keep increasing my sneak all the way, boy. Alright, rad resistance. Fighting powder. Misfortune, Mr. Sandman. Sneak mode, you gain the option sound to kill any human or ghoul while sleeping. Plus 15 damage. Robotics expert. Dude, if I had that, oh my gosh. Walker instincts. Fight the power. And stay back. Alright, let's do this. Energy cell. I mean, I don't think there's anything useful here. Alright. I think that might be it, guys. Let's see. I'm not gonna loot all the rest of them unless they have meds. It's not really.
As it had been in the years before the Great War, Big Mountain, the Big Empty, became home to one of the brightest minds of the 23rd century. The courier watched over the Big Empty for years to come, caring for it and keeping its discoveries safe until they were needed to help others, which had always been Big Mountain's purpose. Past the laboratories and science, it had always been intended as a place to build the future of all mankind.
The courier had scoured much of the Big Empty, although secrets still remained in the crater's depths. Perhaps that was for the best, however. Curiosity, while sometimes rewarded for its efforts, often proves to be equally dangerous.
The Forbidden Zone continued to be, true to its name, forbidden. No more Robo-Scorpions were sighted in its canyons. Big Mountain became even emptier, devoid of Dr. Mobius's proclamations forecasting the destruction of anything that dared possess sentience. Still, it is said he lived on in the equations inscribed on the floor and walls of the Forbidden Zone dome. A cobweb tracery of symbols that told of 1,000 brilliant thoughts, now lost to time.
The sink atop the dome bustled with the voices of a small town, constantly chirping, arguing, and snarling at each other. Still, this all happened productively in the interests of its new owner. The Sync Central Intelligence Unit discovered, despite its inversion code, it was comforted by the sense of community the other personalities gave it.
The biological research station, obsessed with seeding everything in sight, requested a transfer to the X-22 Botanical Garden, so that it might, in its own words, sensually fertilize the garden's smooth contours. The garden sent back a polite refusal, saying it had prior commitments with a vault it had helped infect before the war.
The book chute continued to devour all seditious materials until it nearly choked on a paperclip. It adamantly maintained it was a Chinese paperclip, and the whole thing had been an elaborately orchestrated assassination attempt. Whatever the reason, it slowed down for a while, carefully appraising each document and clipboard that came to it.
The light switches continued to bicker and flicker.
This persisted until the day someone dropped a flashlight in the sink, and the two of them united in their hatred of the showboat.
The sink continued to ruthlessly scrub any particulate matter that came near it. Eventually, it gained access to the magneto-hydraulics plant and nearly flooded all the Big Empty in an attempt to scrub the crater clean.
The toaster continued its psychotic spree, reducing all appliances in range to scrap electronics and spare parts. After one of its more psychotic episodes, however, the other Sync personalities decided enough was enough, and dumped the toaster in a bathtub. Sparking and hissing, the toaster swore its enemies would rue the day when they had bread and no way to toast it.
Muggy did his best to collect coffee cups, although in his quest, he accidentally trapped himself in Higgs Village. It might have been the end for poor Muggy, except he found it peaceful there, tidying up the kitchens of the think tank professors back when they had been flesh and bone. Well, except for Dr. O, who wasn't for having created Muggy in the first place. Muggy left O's house deliberately dirty, punishing the dishes and cups that lived there in blind revenge for serving Dr. O.
Blind-eye old Jefferson eventually discovered a new sound. Silence. It only made him more filled with the blues than before. It was rumored by the other personalities that he had a brief fling with the light switches. Although he forgot their names much too often and was soon left in the dark as punishment.
Autodoc, always gentle and methodical, kept sewing up the courier in all the right places when the skin split open from repeated wear and tear. The Autodoc was just glad to have purpose again. It heard its simpler brothers and sisters who got shipped to the Sierra Madre were bored out of their skulls in that toxic dead city. In time, the Autodoc found a way to deactivate the Y-17 trauma harnesses, releasing the corpses they had held prisoner for almost 200 years.
As the courier made his way through the X-8 facility, the computers analyzed the test subject's movements. They eventually created new cyberdogs to root out commie traitors from the wasteland. Traitors like Betsy Bright, Richie Marcus. Although they couldn't seem to find any commies, so they turned on themselves, howling sonic barks that echoed miles across the landscape.
The infiltration program in X-13 continued to scan for the subject and the stealth suit prototype long after the test was over. Frustrated and unable to find its lost technology, X-13 expanded its network of laser tripwires, sensors, and robo-brains out across Big Mountain. This glittering blue light beam forest cleanly bisected anything that entered its depths, slicing them into small segmented parts for easy disposal.
The courier, organs intact, continued onwards, a little less heavy of step, but with all the organs in the right places, as they should be. After all, brains can develop a life of their own when left to their own thoughts, and the courier's brain was more clever than most.
The think tank basement, filled with lobotomized robotical frames of the doctors, now served as a graveyard. The monitors had recorded the battle in its entirety, including the think tank's final, shrill, terrified screams, whimpers, and pleas for mercy. They broadcast these humiliating last moments as a warning to anyone approaching the perimeter that other smarty pants were not welcome. The courier was the inheritor of the Big Empty, and there was room for only one will in the halls of the think tank dome.
There is an expression in the wasteland, old world blues. It refers to those so obsessed with the past they can't see the present, much less the future, for what it is.
They stare into the what was, eyes like pilot lights, guttering and spent, as the realities of their world continue on around them.
Science is a long, steady progression into the future. What may seem a sudden event often isn't felt for years, even centuries to come.
In the times following the Second Battle of Hoover Dam, however, Old World Blues took on a new meaning.
Where once it was viewed as a form of sadness, nostalgia, it became an expression describing the potential for the future.
It can be easy to see science as evil, technology unchecked as the source of all ills, all misfortunes.
With the courier at the helm, science became a beacon for the future. There was old world blues, and new world hope. And hope ruled the day at Big Mountain.
We could say more, but the stories in the Big Empty speak for themselves. Now armed with the transportal Ponder, the courier could return to the dome at any time and crack open the secrets of the Big Empty one by one. The sink sat vigilant, waiting for its master to return, shoes covered in Mojave dust. Only one road yet remained, and it was one the courier had to walk alone. concerns of Peter Moore are precisely where Sir has left them, and should be toast to say otherwise, I remind Sir that it is a waste room.
Alright, so apparently this place is mine now, I guess. Cool. Well, that was cool. Alright, I guess that's it. So we only have the last DLC, which I can't remember what it is off the top of my head, to do, and then go from there. What is this? I don't know. I have equipped. Teleportation to and from. Alright. So, thank you guys for watching. I know that I probably missed a lot of content here.
That scalpel. The fish scalpel.
I probably missed a lot of content here, but it was kind of a fun playthrough. I think it was a little crammy just because I used all my meds and everything like that to make it work. But anyway, thanks you guys for watching. Catch you in the next one.